Okay, so looking around, it looks like, so for right now they're just dumping you right in the middle of the map, wherever you want to be. We're going to open up the menu. A couple mods here, lease farmland. Again, you're going to see things that are probably not going to be the same as what you might have now, or what's going to show up later. So we'll go to the overhead map, we're going to look at where we're at right now. So it looks like we're right here in the map. Now, with the setting that I did when I started the game, I did the middle setting, which would be farm manager. I don't believe you have any farmland in this mode. You do not. However, if we go to the finances panel, it does look like we have a very large balance. Personally, this is my more enjoyable place to start if I'm just starting out on my own or have no idea what I'm doing. And just starting out. Farm manager is actually my preferred one because you don't have equipment already given to you, and you can kind of plan your attack a little bit better. And by doing so, you have a little better idea what you want to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the map and I'm going to look and see. I'm going to get an overview of the map. And we have tons of places here. And this is actually the animal dealer up here. And it looks like there's some good sell points kind of all over the place, but we don't really have any good farms. Now, normally if you are not starting the way I did, I don't remember exactly where the starting farm is. That would be something we'd have to explore. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start looking for some farmland. And I'm going to try to start somewhere off to the side. So I just pressed X on the keyboard there. And it looks like I'm interested in this area up here, to be honest. And I'm currently all the way down here. Don't really want to be right in the center. I kind of want to be a little up here because this could be grassland. This could be grass that you could make into hay. And right now we're looking right at field 16. That's a value of $20,000, $19,814. Doesn't look like you get this with it, so we'll have to look and see what that is. Now if I go to 7, that is $238,000. I'm gonna assume that this is a pretty decent place to start. Because then you can get 5, you can get 3, 4, 5, and 6, all for under $100,000. 10 would be different. Now I think this is where the starting farm is at, which I want to branch out somewhere else. The other one could be actually right where I'm at. But I don't think I want to do that. Let's start down here. Field 90. That's $214,000. So what I'm going to do... Now, I do have a mod that allows me to get used vehicles. But this function is still in the game. It's just highly watered down. It's not the same. But I'm going to look through here. I'm going to see if I can't find something that fits my fancy. 135 to 180 horsepower. That's a decent range. It's a good place to start. But I'm looking for something a little bit better. This T8 Genesis EU. This is what I'm going to start with, I think. I'm going to look and see what else we have. That would be kind of pretty good, but that's way too big for what we're going to be doing. Here we got the T6. Okay. What are we looking at here? 160, 175. This could be good for the price, but we're going to compare. We're going to compare and see what we got. Here's a T7. I'm leaning towards this one here. We're going to keep going. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm thinking I'm going to go with this one. Let's look and see what we got. Configuration. Okay, different colors, different colors. I like the traditional blue. I'm going to bump this up to the 270 though. If we're going to go for it, we're going to go the well, maybe not. Let's see here. 220 and we're at 218. How much is the next 230? Yeah, there we go. T7 235. All right, I like this one. I like this price. This is going to get a lot done for us. We're going to buy that. You can fetch it at the shop. Now, since we don't really know what we're doing, I don't really know where we're going yet, I'm not going to worry about anything yet. I'm going to leave the rest of this alone for now. So I'm going to back out of this. Now, we're actually not too far away. So, I'm going to head on over to the dealership. I'm going to grab the tractor, and then we're going to go take a look at what I think is going to be the place I want to go. So, give me 1 second. I'm going to walk down the street here, find our vehicle. I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, so this is our piece of kit here that we just bought. Now you can see there's a pretty good chunk of change. However, this is definitely going to get everything done that we're going to need to get done on a UK map like this. Definitely going to do everything that's required. Nice big tires, lots of weight. I can put a weight box on the front. We got a loader. Now, when we need all that, that'll be perfectly fine. We can get all that. All right, so we're going to hop in here. We're going to fire this baby up for the first time. I do think New Hollands sound pretty good in the game. I'm happy. I'm happy with this. We're going to head on down the road. Get a look inside the cab. This is pretty good setup. This is definitely a tractor I would want in real life. This is pretty good. So, okay. I'm going to do a little bit of first-person camera here. I think we're going to turn our HUD off. And we're going to get our beacons on. You can see them there just a little bit, but we'll actually... Yeah, you see our beacons going. We're ready to go down the road. Other thing you can do is you can put your 4-relays on. That is going to be the number 2. It's going to be the 2 key on the number pad if you have a number pad. I mix between a keyboard and a controller. Better for me. It's just what I like. So, let's get on headed down the road and see where we're going to go. Let's look at the map first. Look at the map, see where we're going so we don't get lost. So we're right here. One thing I wanted to look at was down here, I believe, because if we look at Courseplay, field 90. So we want to get down to here. So if that's the case, I believe I'm right here. So all I gotta do is get on the road, head down here, be able to go right where we need to go. All right, we'll get a little time lapse going down the road, and I'll meet you when we get there. That's definitely a good place for us to start. We're going to cross this little bridge. We're going to go through the cornfield. This looks freshly planted here. Definitely looks like a good place to start. You might even pick up these fields depending on what they're planted. Let's get up here to the intersection. I'm actually going to stop. I'm going to get out and see what we got here. These look like root crops up here. There's nothing coming. We're out of it. Are, let's see, let's get the HUD back up. What's it say here? Crop type red beet? Yeah, I was kind of expecting it to do that. That's what it looked like. Looked like some red beets there. They're actually ready to pick. Got some nice corn here. This looks pretty good. It's got one more growth stage and then it could be harvested. Gotta shell that corn here. This actually is a grass field. So it's been planted for grass, specifically for a hayfield. We might actually be set up pretty good here. This isn't too bad. Kind of liking what we're sitting with here. Maybe leave those alone. Not really sure I want to deal with root crop Yep, the more I look at this, the more I think this is where we want to be. Already looking at this. See, this is a field here. I don't know if this comes with the property or not, but it could be possible. We'll have to just let that go. We're going to turn our tractor off here. We're going to get out. Come over here and I'm going to look and see. Potatoes. Another root crop that's going to take us a long time. I don't think I want to do that one. I don't know about that. We'll have to see. But what do we got over here? We got wheat ready to harvest. So okay. Nice little house. This is a good looking place. It comes with a grain silo. That's definitely something that in the early game that you can store your crops. Somewhere to store crops quick and close is a big deal. That's less equipment we have to buy. All we need is one trailer and the tractor, and we can keep ourselves going. And that actually allows us to not have to get as big a combine, because we'd be able to run back and forth to the silo or the grain bin, whatever you want to call it, with our crops and keep them out. I wonder if you can access this little shed here. I don't know, it doesn't look like it yet. I haven't been able to find a door. It'd be a little disappointing if we can't get it open. But I don't see a door, and it's not letting me open it. Interesting. That might be something. Oh, it's because we haven't bought it yet. Okay, you can't activate anything on the property unless you've bought it. So let's do that. We've got 1.3, almost 1.4 million dollars. We're gonna, and we've got plenty of space around the back too. So we're gonna purchase this. And I'm going to purchase this field down here for 21, almost, I mean, goodness. On the DLC maps, you're definitely not going to be hurting. We're going to purchase 89, because that was the wheat field. For 55, not even a chance. Perfectly fine. So now we've got wheat for this month, which is, we'll see what we can do with that. That actually is going to be okay. Corn next month. Potatoes, we'll see. We'll see what we can do with that. That might be something there. We'll see what happens. But we're looking at 87 here. That's a big chunk of change. I might leave that go. 88, again, a big chunk of change. 92, that was our grass. That was that grass field. We're gonna pick that one up too. Actually, now that I think about it. So we've got 88, 89, 90, 91, and 92. This is a really good start. And with the tractor that we have and the balance that we have, we're sitting pretty good here. So now we're sitting still over $1 million. I'm happy with that. That is a good place to start. We'll be able to get something. Here we go. Now we can open. Oh man. Ooh, look out. A jumpy game there, as Biffa would say. Alright. So we're looking around here. Not terrible, not too bad. This is kind of more of just a small storage. We'll have to look and see what we can do with this. I'm not too sure. Looks like we've got some lights here. Oh, there we go. Okay, we'll see what we can do with this. We'll see what we can do with this. We'll close that up for now. I'm happy with that. Let's run over here. We are going to run. See, open door in here. Okay, a little workshop. Hopefully none of you get nauseous here. I'm having to spin around a lot. Shed with open chicken pasture. I know it. So we can definitely, okay. Pretty sure I know what we're gonna do then. I think, I'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure you can feed wheat straight to chickens. And we can start getting eggs from chickens right away. That way we don't have to directly sell this. We can use it for animals. So that being said, let's open up the dealership. Let's see what we got for sale. We're going to need a combine right away. But let's look and see. This is not bad. We'll hold on to that there. That's a little big for what we need. We don't really need that. Honeybee, this is a mod, but that's a little small, and for the price, it's not going to work out for us. That's that T8. Might need something like this down the road. We'll keep that in mind. I might pick that up for the price and for what we need it for. We might pick that one up. I'm not going to need that one yet. I don't really want it either. Let's see here. This. No, I'm going to leave that one go. Here we go. This. Okay, I'm going to keep my eye on this one because this might be the trailer that we want. That's for grapes. Honeybee Airflex 235 for 57. That's not a bad deal. That isn't a bad deal there. We could pick that one up. 770. We'll have to look and see the front one there if that's the same thing. But what are we looking at? Crone Bale Collect. That's a mod. These are mods. All right. So this is 21. This is 7.7. Not bad width. Let's go back and let's look at the honeybee header, which is... That's 10. 10 is pretty good. Ooh, 11 even. 11 meters. This is not a bad header. Yeah, this is not a bad header. I'm not going to change much on it. I'm going to leave it alone. I want this price. We're going to buy that. And 38. We might be able to get a better trailer. So let's go to the actual sales. And let's see. That was 30. Let's see, this would be good. I'm gonna, so watch your eyes. Oh yeah, that's right. We have our Richard Weston pack. This is not a bad pack. Ever since I found this, I saw another creator use this pack. I've actually really enjoyed it. 26,000 liters, 34, but that's a silage. I'm not super happy about that. I want to use a silage trailer for our grain. Let's see if I can't find something a little better. The Crone trailers are my favorite. I always go for Crone trailers. However, from the premium expansion, for that price, for... well, it's not exactly what we're looking for. I don't know. 55, and our sale price was... You know what? We're gonna do it. Bredestein, yeah, ain't no problem with this. That'll get us started real nice. We've got our header for our combine, so let's go back to harvesters. I'm a New Holland guy through and through. But this is where it's going to get tricky, because you just aren't going to get... We might lease our combine. I might get... That's actually not a bad idea. We're going to lease our combine. And I'm going to lease a base game. Just because I don't want to get too crazy with stuff. Because we don't know what's going on with mods. And we don't know what's going on with there. Crawler track. Yeah. Yep. This seems right to me. And we're having plenty, we're going to have plenty of horsepower for that honeybee header. So yeah, that's fine. We're going to lease this. And that's a lot of money, but it's going to be, it's going to work out, I believe. If it's not going to work out, we'll have to get rid of it. So that being said, the only other thing we need is we're going to need to go into the headers. And the thing with these honeybee headers that are the mods is you have to get the header trailer. I'm in the wrong section. I apologize. We have to go to header trailers, which is right here. And we got to get our Honeybee Airflex header trailer right there. Off screen, I'm going to see if other header trailers will work with that. I want to see if there's other trailers that will work. But this is the one that works for that header that we have. Okay. I think that'll get us started. We have the combine, we have the head, we have a trailer for the header, and we have a trailer, and we have our tractor. And all that's going to do everything that we need to do. So, that has us pretty well set. My else is keeping me from looking around here. And we're still $960,000. That's still really good. I like this start. So, that being said, I'm going to run up to the dealership. I'm going to get all our stuff situated, and we'll get ready to get back on the road. So I will meet you there. See you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. I'm down at the dealership, and I've got everything laid out here for us. It's going to be pretty easy, hopefully, to get everything hooked up and get back down the road. So let's hop in our new combine here. And this is a big boy. We'll see if this actually works out for us. I don't know if this is something. It seems like this is pretty good size for this area. So if we are trying to stick to realistic, I'd say we're not doing too bad. So we're going to fire it up. Big old chrome exhaust in the back. Loud unit. I'm happy. I like it. I'd say we started out pretty well. I'm going to rearrange myself to pick up this header. See if I can't swing myself up here. Let's actually look at it. Yeah, let's look at it from the cat. This is actually the best place to do this. Let's really try to swing in here. Get off a little bit. Readjust. And we're going to line it right up here and get right in. Close and personal, pick up that header. Now the honeybee headers are a mod, and the modding community does a really good job. The thing about the modding community is, though, they really can get interesting and crazy with some of the things that they do. And these honeybee headers are definitely a testament, because in order to get the trailer to work correctly, to be honest, I might be on the wrong side. It's possible. You have to get these back ends in just the right position. Get them. Oh, there. See, look at that. That's what we needed. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to make sure this header is folded up. So I'm going to unfold it. There we go. I'm going to fold it back up again. Make sure that's ready to go. I'll hop out here. I'm going to get over to... Oh, that was just the ladder. Get back on our... in here to our new home. I'm going to fire this puppy up. And I'm going to drive over here to the right side from where I'm looking of this header. Move forward. We're going to pack our tiny little trailer here. Yep. Looks like we're getting lined up pretty close. Now, if I remember correctly, and if I do this correctly, we should get right in here. Uh-oh. Did I miss something? I might have missed something. Nope. There we go. That's my attachment right there. And all you gotta do is get it close. So sometimes you'll run into mods, and this is what you gotta do. And it's a little more in depth, but it makes it all the more fun. So when we attach this, it does what I think it does. It should be good. There we go. You attach that hitch right there. It's got a tiny little ball on there. I believe so. Oh, I can't get to it. We'll hop out and we'll take a look. Excuse the noise. Ah, it's just a pit. It's just a hitch pin there. So that'll work this and everything there. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop back in here. And we're going to change our implements. You look at the top left corner. My mouse cursor here. Look right here. You have all these different implements. That'd be the back wheel. That'd be the header. That's what's attached. On my controller, if you use the Y button, you can cycle through all of these. So what we're going to do is we're going to make sure we're selecting that back trailer. And we're going to detach that. Alright, a little closer. Let's back. We'll run over here and we're going to grab this trailer. Just do the exact opposite. Back up to this. Right here. Up to that. We're ready to go. I'm going to leave this running. I'm going to hop over here into our back a leg. And I should be able to pull right up to this. Oh, nothing over the hitch. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, calm down, Ellen. doing here? Goodness gracious. Alright, we're gonna back up. Now, you see a little hitch on the back of the combine. Almost all combines in the game are able to do this. I haven't been able to find one that hasn't, but I can actually... Oh, uh-oh. Is it not gonna let me do it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. This is one that ain't gonna let me do it. It's got, it must be the hitch type. Yeah. This one isn't gonna let me do it. Alright. Well, that's okay. That's okay. We know we can pull it with the tractor. So, what I'm gonna do is let me get everything back to the farm. We'll get situated and be back with you in a minute. Once we're done with that, we're going to start harvesting some wheat. We're going to get our first crop off the ground. I'll be back with you in a minute. Alright, welcome back everybody. Boys and girls, guys and gals, we're back. We're here. We've got our header, we've got our trailer, we've got our one tractor, which will be plenty. You really don't need more than one when it's just you. And we got our combine. So I'm going to detach right there. That's good. That should be fine. We're going to swing around here. Going to parallel park up to the trailer so we can get that bad boy hooked up. We're going to get ready to harvest this field. There we go. Alright, I'm going to turn my beacons off. I'm going to turn the shut the tractor down. We're going to hop out here and we're going to run over a combine because I am excited to get this started. Alright, close the ladder, fold it up. Here we go. Start that big old 700 horsepower motor up. Alright, let's get up, get to this header. Try not to run over crop. Crops destruction is a thing. I have to make sure I have it turned on though. I'd have to double check that. So we're going to get hooked up to this. We're going to pick that puppy back up again. Automatically detaches over there. This mod is really definitely a good mod. I'm going to detach my other set of wheels there. There we go. Alright, we're all ready to go. So what we got to do is we got to unfold this combine. So I'm pressing my Y button. I'm going to unfold harvester. See that large sheet there? Now, hoping I did this right. We'll have to see. I can set my pipe out. This pipe should be plenty long enough. Oh, yeah. Yep. That's going to be good. Okay. Now we're going to... For this one, we got to unfold our header. It's ready to go. And we're going to go back and we are going to get position. Now, what I think I'm going to do... They call them headlands in the game. Here in the States, I don't really know what we call them. Looking at this now, this field is not very large. We may have overcompensated in our equipment, but don't worry, this will come in handy later. There's some pretty big fields on this map, and I'm already looking at two of them that could definitely get us some money. Alright, let's see here. We're going to roll up here. I'm going to turn this harvester on. As you can see up here in the top left, our equipment and our header turns blue. That means we're on. We're ready to go. We're going to get in the cab here. Everything's ready to go. We're going to make sure we're picking. We're going to make sure we're shelling, cutting, however you call it where you're from. I'm going to turn my HUD off, and I'm going to keep my eye on the corner there. I'm going to get us going, and we're going to cut some wheat. Stick around. We're going to see how well this does. I'm probably going to do one headland pass with this. Oh, I'm missing a little bit. Let me get out there. It's hard to see here. I got a main beam right in my way. Goodness gracious. We'll come back and get that later if we have to. But yeah, we're going to do one headland around here, and then I'm actually going to use the in-game worker to finish out this field. That way, I can take and run grain back and forth from the combine to our bin. And that way I've got two people working. So it's just the hired worker in the combine and me in the tractor. So stick around, watch us go as we cut this field. We're going to get a pretty good, I'm hoping a pretty good. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong buttons. Oh well. Come back up here, this will be fine. I'm hoping we get a pretty good result off of this. We'll find out. Nope. Yep, I ran over my straw swamp. That's some miles I forgot about. We are dropping swamp on this. Should I know my There we go. That's what I wanted. Alright, let's get back to the cabin. Let's get going. I think I'm going to have to reposition myself a little bit. I don't think I'm lined up this right. So, stay tuned. We're going to do a little time lapse here of me getting through these headlands here. But I'll be back with you shortly. I'm doing is I'm actually watching here on the back side of this header. There's that little bar, little tube, whatever you want to call it. I'm actually using that to line up. That's doing a pretty good job. And also, since we're doing straw swaths, I'm making sure I'm pulling forward, trying to make sure I don't have gigantic mounds back here. So that's going to be it for the headlands. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself up right here, and I'm going to get this lined up, drop the header, I'm going to get in here and I'm going to start this. Now I'm going to turn on my header, just to make sure I get this right. And right here it says, hire AI worker, just the H. We're going to do that. We're going to see how this goes. Alright. There he goes, and he's off. That's all it takes. Have someone help you if you're on your own. You don't have any buddies at the time or at the moment to do multiplayer with. These AR workers, they're not bad. They're not bad. Courseplay becomes a thing where we get some extra mods. I think that'll be pretty good in this day and age. But the in-game AI definitely will do this. So let's hop out here. Let's let him do this thing. I'm going to run back here, sprint back to the trailer, and I actually forgot to see how full the combine was, which is fine. It's not a big deal. I don't think it's going to be full yet. Those CR10s, excuse me, are definitely a big combine. So we're going to let him get down there. Oh, he's really not that far away. Is he driving through the crop? How dare he? That's okay. AI will not destroy your crop. But it looks like he's getting set up. Maybe he didn't like that. Maybe he didn't like the headlands I made for him. Not enough room. But that's okay. They'll do their job. They won't lose you money, except if you're paying them. You might notice, possibly. Yep, there you go. Our money is slowly going down. But with the help that it takes to do that, it's not going to be a problem. So we're going to wait here. I'm going to show you dumping on the go. And then we're probably just going to let him do his thing. So, go ahead, stick around. Probably going to time-lapse this, let this go through. We'll finish it out. We'll dump the wheat in our bin over there. I think that'll be it for today. This is turning out pretty good. I don't know about you guys, but let me know in the comments below what you think. Alright, here he comes. We're going to wait for him to get started. We're going to line right up. We're going to stick to his side like glue, and then we're going to make sure he has somewhere for all that crop to go. That doesn't even look like he's piling up there. He's got plenty of room. We might not even need to do this. But for the interests of fun and games, we're going to ride right alongside him. His pipe should come out automatically when he pulls up next to him. There it goes. I'm going to run right next to this swath of hay, straw. Sorry, straw. We're right next to that swath. Make sure we don't run it over. And I'm going to sit here right at about 6 or 7 miles an hour. Following right alongside him. Looking to see if he's going to be able to dump everything in this area. I think he will. I think we're set up pretty well. Another so I can see here. Look at all that wind coming in. That looks pretty good, but getting pretty loud. Alright. Looks like he's going to come to the end of this row. He's going to be done. That's all going to dump out. I'm going to let him finish. I'm going to get out of his way. That was pretty good there. Matter of fact, in the interest of keeping things fun, I know I said I was going to do a time lapse, but I don't think we're going to need to. I'm going to run this crop up here. We're going to go up to the road. Hey, nobody should be around here. This is our property. There's nobody going to be bothering us around here. But we're going to come up here to our silo. Look right here where we needed to be. We're going to pull up just past the chute. I don't think we'll hit, but we're still going to make sure we don't. We're going to pull up here. Oh, let me turn my hood on so I can show you what I'm talking about. Down below, start overloading. We're ready to go. We're going to dump it in there. Now, you can use the I key, or for me, my right trigger, right bumper, right trigger, right bumper, and Y unloads that, and it's all ready to go. There we go. That was it. We're all done with that load. Let's get back over here and see what's going on. Oh, buddy, it's going to be tight. Ah, we got it. That's just fine. Ah, he might even finish this in this last pass. We're just going to sit right here and wait for him. He's going to do his turnaround. He must like it down here a little better. He must think he's got more room. Now, there is a ditch down there. Maybe that's his problem. All right. Yep, he's getting lined up. Looks like he's going to have 2 passes here. So let me zoom out. We're going to get a good angle here. We'll do a quick time lapse. Get him down and back, and then we'll unload him and be almost done. Be right back. Alright, everybody, looks like he's all said and done. He's spitting out the back last of that straw swath. We're going to get right up beside him. Should kick that pipe back out again, and we'll be able to unload. We're actually going to do this from inside the cab. I like to give myself plenty of space. No need to get yourself stuck into some tight situations. Let's get out here, get a somewhat of an idea of where this is going to be. Let's see if that pipe kicks out. It might not now that he's done and gone and over with, but let's get in here. I'm going to zoom out. Let me get out of here. Let's look and see. Nah, doesn't look like it. We're going to have to do this ourselves, but that's fine. You know what? Can't always count on everybody, but we're going to get that. We're going to get that pipe out there. Up. We need to start to get that pipe out. There we go. We could dump this straight into the silo with the combine, but what's the fun in that? You don't need to do that. You can adjust this pipe here, but I'm not sure. Oh, no. If you actually select the combine on this model, it might be on other models. I do believe. Oh, there's our header. Okay, that's fine. Nah, I think what's going on. You know what? We'll leave it alone for now. Getting ahead of myself. I'm trying to do too much. Alright. So, that's fine there. Looks like our combine's empty. We're all ready to go. Now, next time, we're going to look at contracts. Contracts a good way to get you some extra income. Now, at being at $960,000, we're definitely not going to need it, but it's worth it to know how to do it. So we're going to show that here. We're just across the way. We're going to see if there's contracts on those fields. Definitely know they're going to be needed. So we're going to lower our header here. I'm just doing this for show. We're going to shut her down. We're actually going to, you know what? We're going to leave it alone. We're going to leave it alone. It's going to sit right like that. It's a wonderful day. Rain is in the forecast. We might come back later and shut that off if we have to. But let's run over here to our nice T7. I left it running. Shame on me. Shame on me, guys. But that's okay. We weren't gone for very long. All right. Check both ways. Swing it wide. We've got a big load back there. That's fine. We're going to swing in here. We're going to do the exact same thing as last time. We're going to make sure that we are emptying out this trailer. Let's get a wide view so we can see what we're doing. There we go. Look at that. Start over loading. Wheat. There we go. Right in. Once we're done with this, we'll actually go to the info panel and see what we got. I don't think we got a lot, but it would be perfect for a bunch of chickens. We might even fill our chicken coop up. Other thing we do is got a lot of straw there. Now, that's going to be needed. We got to decide. And you guys can even tell me in the comments below. Should we make small squares, big squares, or should we make round bales? Now, keep in mind, I do have a front end loader on this thing that we can get. So we can pick them up any way we'd like. Now, the small squares, that's going to be a challenge. I'm against it. I don't really think we're going to need it. The chickens in the game do not need straw. So, that being said, we're not going to need that. We can do big squares. We can do small squares. If we put a cow barn in over here, let's say, we'll have to look at our map. Excuse me if I'm making you sick. I didn't mean to do that. Let me get back on the map here real quick. Auto save. Here we go. Now, let's zoom in here and let's look and see what we got. Let's just do a quick look at our farmland. Look at this. Yeah, there we go. This is a big area here. This is perfect. Perfect real estate right here. We could put any kind of barn we want. We could raise steers. We could get milk cows. We could put sheep on here. We could even put horses on here. But this is good land right here. We might see what we can do with this. See what we got. This could be a very lucrative investment for us. I think we're set up pretty good. We've got corn coming next month. We've got grass here. And we're surrounded by really good land. I mean, look at this. If we were to pick this up, what is this, 143? Keep our eye on that. Now, that might change. I don't know. We'll see. We'll keep an eye on that. But there we go. Let's see here. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. We've got it unloaded. One thing before I forgot. You can go in here. I don't know what we're going to have in the game, but you got two here. This is a mod, time-saving stock check. We got 14,000 liters of wheat out of there, and price is up right now. This has a max value of $12,000 in the month of January, but right now it's selling at $8,100. I don't think that's really worth it, because we're going to go down here and we're going to go to the help menu. The help menu is very helpful. And we're going to go down here. We're going to look at chickens. Now, chickens, food, wheat, barley, sorghum, wheat. Perfect. Exactly what we needed. We've got 14,000, was it I said? 14,000 liters right here. Yep. 14,000 liters of wheat. That's a good start. And on some of the other fields, we might even be able to get some more if we do our contracts right. We can get extra wheat, and that can feed our chickens. So I think next time we're going to get some chickens. We're going to fill that coop as full as it'll go. We're going to get some pristine prime chickens. We've got the money. We're ready to go. I think that's a great episode. I really appreciate you guys showing up, and we'll see you next time.